Hi everybody and welcome back to Necromancy 101. Today I thought we'd talk a little bit more about vampires. Specifically, what causes a vampire to die. I mean, everybody knows, stake in the heart, decapitation, burn the body, salt the grave, all that stuff. That causes a vampire to die. I mean, admittedly, that would cause a lot of people to die, and so, if you encounter something that doesn't die when you do that, that's when you need to be really concerned. But for all of, shall we say, semantic reasons, that stuff works apparently very well on vampires. But at the same time, you have to ask yourself, why would someone who's been living for hundreds of years be caught by a mortal who might have been only hunting vampires for 10? And that is because, honestly, after a few hundred years, vampires tend to get, I don't want to say suicidal, but suicidal is a good word, so Willie says suicidal. Because, you see, vampires, for all of their magnificence, they're still basically human. And humans don't really deal well with immortality. That's why you don't, really encounter a whole lot of people who figured out immortality or around to talk about it. Because, theoretically, through the ages, lots of people have to have figured it out eventually. But they're not here. And that's because, after a while, humans just get really lonely. And so, watching everybody you care about die eventually, it gets to you after a while, I've been told. So a lot of vampires will, they'll find people who hate vampires, or they'll cause reasons for people to hate vampires. It'd be like if the Joker was the one who shot Batman's parents and then caused Batman to become Batman by also training him how to be Batman, and then coming out and being his villain. It's like he needs the adversary. And honestly, with some vampires, it's like, well, if I'm going to be taken down, it might as well be by someone competent. Instead of, some schmuck who just happened to find you at the right place at the right time. So, that's where that is. Admittedly, there are some vampires who do manage to survive forever, but for vampires, from what I've heard, is that for vampires who've lived 1,000 years or more, there's vampires who've been around for thousands of years, those vampires are what we might call high-octane nightmare fuel, even for other vampires. So, that's that. Another fun bits about vampires. That's it for today. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. And a big shout out to Devin Kurtz, our Patreon.